There are hundreds of books, videos, guides, and articles that show us the benefits of self-discipline, how to strengthen it, how to maintain it, and dozens of little hacks that can help us to become more self-disciplined. But is there another side to the story? Does all that success we can achieve through being disciplined come at a price? Today, let's look at some of the undeniable benefits, but also the darker side of self-discipline. Let me start off by saying, without being self-disciplined, I would have never achieved what I have in life. If I had not been disciplined in my former finance career, I would have never been able to afford switching my career without sacrificing too much of my lifestyle. And then there is the time when I made the switch from finance into flying, and that required me to learn over 15,000 questions for my professional exam. So, it is clear that self-discipline enhances goal achievement. It is also clear to me that it boosts self-esteem and confidence, tackling the changes to come, ultimately venturing into a completely different path and even a new life. That gave me a huge confidence boost. And that works for the small things too. Just remember the last time you woke up to your alarm, you immediately got out of bed and tackled your most important task. I bet that it worked wonders for your confidence on that day. And one final thing that I realize more and more these days, pursuing something consistently and without fail contributes to my long-term satisfaction. Whereas most things I can do without discipline are usually just quick dopamine hits. So if we are all aware of these benefits self-discipline holds, why do I still struggle sometimes? Why do I not want to get out of bed or not write the next article? Is it all laziness and a lack of willpower? Or could there be a reason that we should pay more attention to? In my pursuit of success, I often sidelined my emotional needs, leading to moments of emptiness despite my achievements. I remember this one occasion where I was surrounded by a few work colleagues in my home, and one of them made this comment. "Congratulations, Kai, you've done really well for yourself," he said. And for some reason, that didn't sit very well with me. I was proud and happy, so there was no issue with the actual job or career. But there was that nagging feeling that there is more to life than to continue the pursuit, the self-discipline and the achievements that come with it. Sometimes when our mind wanders away from discipline and gives in to temptations and impulses, it might be because there is an emotional need that is not met yet. This could be as simple as realizing that your work and career doesn't seem to align very well with the rest of your life. But instead of tackling this thought, we procrastinate and indulge and give in to our impulses. Instead, prioritize self-care. Regularly check in with yourself. This could be activities such as exercise or meditation or spending time with loved ones. There is also a very practical risk of self-discipline if we don't pay attention, and that is reduced creativity. Now, I've heard plenty of times that the corporate environment stifles the creative spirit. Well, for me, that wasn't the case. Creativity was part of my DNA, but, and this is a big but, it was the rigidity of routines, not the profession, that sometimes dimmed my spark. So, don't mistake self-discipline with rigid routines. Sometimes structure can be the very barrier that causes us to lose interest and seek a quick fix instead. The solution? Adding variety to your routines. Your mind does need routines to function well, but it also needs new experiences. What I did is allocate time for creative exploration, and without any specific goals. This can help stimulate creativity and innovation. And then there is the biggest risk, the pressure you feel, or maybe the pressure you put onto yourself to maintain a high level of self-discipline could actually be the very reason for your failure. What happens is that when we maintain discipline day in and day out, the very thought of something unexpected happening can become terrifying. And because we need to avoid failure at all cost, we now start to play it safe. We avoid taking risks or trying new things, even if we want to. And suddenly, instead of having a disciplined and productive day, we go off on a tangent that doesn't lead anywhere, but at least it doesn't endanger what we've built so far. There are two strategies that can help you tackle this risk. The first one is to reframe failure. Begin to see failure not as a setback, but as a valuable learning opportunity. Embrace the idea that each mistake brings you closer to understanding what works best for you. And the second is practicing self-compassion, cultivating a kinder and more understanding relationship with yourself. I'll admit, part of me used to see self-compassion as a bit of a cop-out, something that sounded too soft for someone who thrives on competition and pushing limits. It's like we are convinced that being hard on ourselves is the only way to stay on track, but actually, the opposite is true. Studies have shown that people who are kinder to themselves when they slip up are actually more likely to achieve their goals. It's clear that self-discipline is a powerful tool, but it's not the whole story. Balancing discipline with self-care, creativity, and a healthy attitude towards failure, that turns out to be the real secret to a fulfilling life. I hope you found some valuable insights here, insights that not only inspire you, but also offer practical steps. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How do you balance the demands of self-discipline with the need for self-compassion in your life? Share your thoughts and your stories in the comments below. Your experiences could shine a light for somebody else who is on this journey. And if you're keen on exploring more about career progression, productivity, and finding that sweet harmony between work and life, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your support means a lot to me, and it also means that we can continue this conversation, diving deeper into topics that matter to you. Until next time, take a moment to appreciate your progress, be kind to yourself, and as always, take care.